reverse. So I just got here late. The bar was going really slow, so I'm about to go in class right now. Oh man, I'm like 10 minutes, 20 minutes late. Okay, here you go.
Your third semester, whatever you call it. Progress. So make a good film. Yeah? Make a good film. It has to be about something. It can't be absurd. The actor's going to come in at 10 and be ready for you to direct them.
You guys want to work right here or over there or sofa? Can you work out there too, or?
Sure, wherever you want, as long as you stay, so I can come around and find you.
Okay, gotcha. You guys want to be out there?
It's fine.
Sorry for coming in late. The bar train went slow because of the rain.
Let me know where you guys are, okay?
Okay.
No recording the vlog.
Huh? Yeah. I like to record vlogs, so record the process and stuff like that. Just for fun.
No. Will you post to the YouTube or?
Yeah, YouTube. I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. Yeah, like today I did a reel on my Instagram. It's coming out later today. It's super.
It's cool.
It's kind of funny. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry I came late. So I saw the email. So I guess we're writing our own scene.
We have like the 2 blank scenes,
Mhm.
and then we can riff off of those. And we have to use at least 70% of them.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I was just trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Where do you want to put action at? Like right in the beginning, or?
These are like, to get more, like to put more life into the lines.
Oh, okay. So to challenge,
Mm-hmm.
So A's attempt is to challenge and provoke, obviously.
So far, I've written to humor, to provoke, to pry, to cajole, which I didn't know what that meant.
What does cajole mean?
It means to persuade someone to do something by sustained coaxing or flattery.
That's what I call a fancy word.
I was like, what?
Good.
We found
What's your
it.
best one?
Well, we found some areas for where we're gonna separate the scenes into 3 different locations, and then we came up with like 2 lines to add in, like
Okay.
right in the beginning. We came up with a scenario, right?
So one story that takes place in 3 different locations?
Yeah.
Okay, great. What's the conflict?
So we have, we chose the first blank scene,
Yeah.
and we have 2 coworkers been working together.
How's everything? Seems like I would be being nice and interested. How's everything? Huh? Confrontation, right? So you don't have to be wary of taking those lines at face value. You can play them. How is everything? You can play them however you want, right? And so they can increase the stakes and the conflict,
Okay.
just like I just did.
And the locations, you said they all have to be on the 2nd floor, right?
Yeah, well, I wanted you to work on the 2nd floor, but I don't want you to go too far.
Okay.
I mean, there's a shitload of places on the other side
Right.
where you can, and there's a printer in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can shoot in there if you want.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But make it really high stakes, like something really dramatic happens. The words are only in service to what I want you to do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And if I'm in a conflict with you, then I'm gonna sharpen those words up like knives. Right?
Mm.
Okay, cool. Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tommy, you went on a date with this person already? Or I don't know.
No, I
I'm just
didn't.
trying to think of.
No, that actually is pretty fine because we want there needs to be tension,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, give you said character B, or no, I'm sorry, A. I think another thing that'll help is that maybe we should talk about the location for a sec. So the first scene I think we can agree is going to be right there in the printer, right? For the
Or
first.
we can have them, or maybe the printer scene could be the second one.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I'll let you finish your idea.
Oh no, I was just saying for me we could start in the beginning, but I guess it would feel a little generic. It would be a little easy to start off
Yeah.
with it. Yeah. Okay, so second scene then.
A in the room.
A in the reverse?
B comes in second.
Okay.
And B coming and she feel,
Just write that down.
what was she in the room?
Yeah.
So I'll put scene 2. I think that might make it a little bit tougher. I mean, I think we had an extra scene maybe, but I don't think there should be a lunchtime.
Well, are there any like gender neutral bathrooms? Because we could have them both like headed to the bathroom.
In I feel your brain fart.
Time, and then we'll do another take with Kevin in place.
Cool.
Kevin, will you hide somewhere? You're also in my shot. Will you hide somewhere? Because you're in this frame as well.
Come behind me, Kevin. Okay, cell phones off. In 3, 2, 1, action.
Do you know what time it is?
No, not exactly.
Well, don't you have a watch?
Not on me.
Three, two, one, action.
So,
What?
so how'd it go?
What do you mean?
The date with Jeremy?
You know, why didn't you tell me you and Jeremy dated?
Because it was
No way.
Hi.
Hello.
So much for meeting that deadline. How's everything?
Fine, I guess.
Do you know what time it is?
No, not exactly.
Well, don't you have a watch?
Not on me, no.
So,
So what?
so how'd it go?
What do you mean?
The date with Jeremy?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell me you and Jeremy dated?
Because that was months ago, before you even started working here.
But you know how I felt. Okay. I have work to do.
All right, verse. So, first class is done. Directing was pretty good. You know, as you saw, the directing experience was awesome. The only difference that made it somewhat challenging is that it was actually a team effort. And by what I mean by that is that normally, if you're someone that's into directing, right, you kind of want to direct and take control of the whole thing. But I was directing with like 2 other classmates, like my friend Kev and my friend Jasmine, you know, like we were all really, like not the whole entire time, but we were kind of clashing at first, you know, a little bit, you know, stepping on each other's toes when trying to direct like the first scene. Because here's what happened. We have 3 scenes, right? The project was that we create a scene and then we turn it into 3 parts. And out of those 3 parts, we're going to direct it. We had a reflection about it. I thought I could have did some stuff better. And I'm still trying to get into the mindset of being a director, trying to direct certain things differently, and it's a little challenging, but it is getting to the point where I'm starting to get used to it. I just have to kind of think a little bit better on the spot. And what made it a little more confusing, like I said, was that it was me and 2 other directors. So it's like when there's a movie, sometimes there's either 1 or 2 directors. The project we were doing had 3 directors, including myself. So I'm not used to doing that, so I couldn't really have full creative control. Me and my 2 other friends had to agree on something, so I was like, okay. But besides that though, Verse, as you can see, I'm back in the same old. I have only 4 more weeks after this week. This is week 10, and we're getting close to getting done. I have a scene right now with my friend Kai that I've been rehearsing with. I got a bunch of lines to do. If anything, I got here like super early, right? But I'm always here early, and I'm gonna take advantage of it so I can rehearse my lines right here. I'm sorry. Start over. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Look, race, yes, but ultimately, race, it's a political question, right? Racists try to use race as a tool in their political struggle. It's not about race. Like the spiritualists who try to use that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. As you can see, I started with something really big, and then my friend Kai ends with a bigger monologue. So, I'm pretty sure my friend Kai's got this. I'm going to record it, let you guys know how it is that we take care of business. And Verse, happy to be sharing the experience again. I know I haven't been vlogging as much. I've been really occupied just because since I'm in my final year, right? I'm taking classes that are like super advanced, right? For 4th years when it comes to getting a bachelor's. So I've been more focused on the work than I have vlogging like how I was before, because I have so many vlogs that I gotta upload again. But all right, Verse, I'll just start rehearsing and let you guys see what it is that I do. So here we go. Off script. Okay. The lines are down. Look, race, yes, but ultimately, race, it's a political question, right? Racists try to use race as a tool in their political struggle. It's not about race. Like the spiritualists try to use that stuff. Are you enlightened, centered, channeled, whatever? This reaching out into a spiritual past in a country where no indigenous spirits exist. Only the the Native American spirits. And we killed them all off. So now there are no gods here. There is no ghosts. There are no ghosts or spirits here in America. There are no angels here in America. There is no racial past, no spiritual pasts, only the political. Let me start over. That was messy. Only the political. Oh my god. Fuck. I have it. I'm missing words. Okay. Around an inescapable battle of politics, of political power to the people. What? Well, what I mean is that I'm just trying to... I don't have hemorrhoids. Yes, but I don't have hemorrhoids. Okay, I am not a racist. Let me try again. Okay, I am not a racist. Okay, I am not a racist. So maybe I am a racist. Cool. I mean, I made some mistakes, but nothing too drastic. If I was to say spiritual past or racial past first, I don't really think it will matter. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just twisted. But, okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, this is good. Very good. Very, very good. It's blood. Race, yes, but ultimately, race is a political question, right? Racists try to use race as a tool in their political struggle. It's not about race. Like the spiritualists who try to use that stuff. Are you enlightened, centered, channeled, whatever? This reaching out into the spiritual past in a country where no indigenous spirits exist. Only the Indians. The Native American spirits. Now we killed them all off. So now
past, no spiritual past, only the political. And the decoys employees are trying to maneuver around an inescapable battle of politics. The shifting downward and outward of political power to the people.
Power to the people. Amen. Oh my goodness. Would you look at the time?
Do you, what? Do you think that what I said was, like, racist or insensitive or something?
Well, it's certainly something. I just remember having
What? No. What I mean is that I don't need to come up for some position of privilege. And,
Well, okay. So I'm sitting here thinking, maybe he's got to run out of steam at some point. So I let you rattle on and on, saying about 7 or 8 things that I find really offensive.
what?
But I know you, Louis, and I know the guilt in this little tirade is already sort of bigger than your words.
I don't have memories.
I heard different. May I finish?
Yes, but I don't have memories.
So finally, when
Did Pryor tell you? He's an asshole. He shouldn't have.
Louis, you promised Pryor is not the subject.
You promised.
I brought memories.
So indirect. Passive aggressive.
Unlike banging me over the head with this theory that America doesn't have a race problem.
Ah, be fair. I never said that.
Not exactly, but
I said,
if it had been that blunt, I would have just gotten up and walked out.
okay, you deliberately misinterpreted what I was trying to say.
Stop interrupting. I haven't been able to.
Okay, just let me.
No. What? Talk. You've been talking nonstop since you got here. Yeah. Up the hill, down the hill, playing with your little
Okay, well, you could have joined in at any time.
Hey, girlfriend, it is truly an awesome spectacle. But I have better things to do than sit here and listen to this racist bullshit.
Okay. I am not racist. So maybe I am racist, but I mean, this shouldn't.
See, it's no fun picking on you, Louis. You're so guilty. It's like throwing darts at a blob of jello. There's no satisfying shots. Like, it's just quivering. The darts just flop in and vanish.
Okay, I just think that when you are discussing lines of repression, that it gets very complicated. And
You know, we black drag queens have some understanding
wait,
of the complexity of the
okay,
lines of
excuse me. Black dragon.
X.
You're doing dragon?
I don't. Maybe. I don't have to tell you. Maybe.
You get sexist.
I didn't ask you.
Well, it is. The gay community, I think, has to adopt the same attitude towards drag as black women have to towards black women blues singers.
Wow. We are walking dangerous tonight.
Well, it is. Well, it's all internalized oppression, right? The machoism, the stereotypes.
Louis, are you deliberately trying to make me hate you?
No, I was.
Are you deliberately turning yourself into this arrogant, sexual, political, Stalinist / racist flag waving thug for my benefit?
You know what I think?
What?
You hate me because I'm a Jew.
Okay, I'm leaving.
It's true.
You have no basis except you're Louis. And it's good to know that you still haven't changed and that you're still an honorary citizen of the Twilight Zone. And after your pale white politics of racial insensitivity in America, you have a flaming fuck of a lot of nerve calling me an anti-Semite. Now I really gotta go.
You called me Lou the Jew.
That was a joke.
I didn't think it was funny. It was hostile.
It was 3 years ago.
So?
You just called yourself Cynthia Yip.
That's not the same thing.
Okay, so Lou the Jew is different from Cynthia Yip.
Yes.
Okay. have to explain that to me at some point. But right now, you hate me because you hate black people.
That is not true. But I do think that most black people are anti-Semitic.
Most black people. Louis, that's racist. I think most Jews are
Louis Farrakhan,
Ed Koch.
Jesse Jackson.
Really, Louis? This is a.
Heine Town.
You voted for Jesse Jackson. You sent checks to the Rainbow Coalition.
I'm ambivalent. The checks bounce.
All your checks bounce, Louis. You're ambivalent about everything.
What's that supposed to mean?
You might be dumber than shit, but I refuse to believe that you can't figure this out. Try.
I'm not ambivalent towards Pryor. I love him. I do. I really do.
But nobody said different.
Love and ambivalence are. Real love isn't ambivalent.
Real love isn't ambivalent. Okay. I could have sworn that that was a line from my best-selling paperback novel, In Love with the Night Mysterious. Except, I don't think you've ever read it.
I never read it, no.
You ought to. Instead of spending the rest of your life trying to get through democracy in America. It's about this white woman whose daddy owns a plantation in the Deep South in the years before the Civil War. They're married. And her name is Margaret. And she's in love with her daddy's number one slave. And his name is Thaddeus. But she's married to her white slave owner husband who has AIDS, antebellum, insufficiently developed sex organs. And there's a lot of hot stuff that goes down between Margaret and Thaddeus when they can catch a spare toward 10 under the cotton picking moon. And then, of course, the Yankees come, they free the slaves, and the slaves string up your old daddy, so on and so forth. Historical fiction. But somewhere in there, I recall Margaret and Thaddeus find the time to discuss the nature of true love. Her face reflects the burning plantation in the night. You know, the way white people do. His face is dark in the night. And she turns to him and she says, Thaddeus, real love isn't ever ambivalent.
Very nice. Yeah, you've done a lot of really good work on it. I think you're aware that this last bit is all steeped in contempt of you, so you gotta just, take it, unfortunately. And I think you can play with that even more. I think you give yourself license to play with it. Good. Did you feel the back and forth was popping a little more there? You go, once we played it at a little faster pace, because then it really gets momentum, and then it just flies back and forth. It's really nice. I think you can still that last line, because that whole story is getting to that last line. So really go, like the worst Southern accent you can go on.
Thaddeus, real love isn't
Yes. Very rapid,
It's funny as hell.
I know, that's great.
I get it.
It's great. I think the funny thing is, when you go fast like that, you think like there's no room for character, but the character is there, and it just comes flying out. Because it's in the exchange between them that we really get a sense of their relationship. And when it's played at that pace, it seems less shaped, more spontaneous, more alive. So trust that. It's happening. It's really it's a lot of work, and
Yeah. No, but yeah.
We got it.
yeah, it's the fun part. It's the fun part when you just let it fly. Can't wait.
Okay.
That laugh.
What?
That laugh.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be great. You guys are gonna be great. It's already coming. What is this?
Someone's
Oh, were you recording?
Yeah. Oh, it's my GoPro.
Oh, nice.